subscribers, hi. Those who haven't subscribed, guys, do the right thing. What are you waiting for? But today we're doing something hectic, guys. We're talking about something serious. So today, as you saw in the description that we're talking about soul ties. You may be wondering what's happening, but we are going to go deep and just have a discussion around soul ties. I'm not alone, obviously. I am joined by Alan and Ganele. If you guys can say hi to my people. Hi. So, guys, so I woke up one morning and I felt in my spirit that there is this issue that it's not being addressed, right? I feel that the church is not addressing this issue. Our parents are not addressing this issue. No one is willing to go deeper into this issue. I'm told that sex before marriage is a sin, and I feel like the church doesn't necessarily go deep into why, you know?
Yes. I would say, I think maybe if we can look at it in this way, I believe that marriage, let me start there, I believe that marriage is an institution that God himself designed. And then now, that being the issue, so when one engages in sex before marriage, I believe God created one person for me. So if now I'm going to engage in sex before marriage, in other words, I have already engaged with someone before coming into that institution that God created for me to come into with one person. So I believe for me, sex is marriage in the eyes of God.
Yeah.
It is God who creates this affection. It is God who creates this intimacy between the two of us that will eventually bind us and connect us together to be this one unit. You see, so that's how I take on these things, that it's something that God has designed himself for two people
To become one.
Yes.
I think also, with churches, we've been raised in these churches where we are told that if you do it, it's wrong.
And that's
it.
Yeah.
But nobody goes into the depth of it as to why. And I think, first of all, it's because they've never created that platform where we bring up these issues, because if God created it, and that means it's good. But nobody wants to talk about it as to what are the effects or what are the consequences that come with it afterwards, because we are in these cultures where you cannot even open up when you're in a relationship, or you cannot even open up when you're having these certain challenges. So how do you go and have a conversation about sex when it was never created, when we don't have that kind of platform?
Yeah.
That means we are in danger, because we thinking that, oh no, we can't have this conversation with kids, but actually we would be helping them by saving their souls if we can have this discussion.
No, besides, I mean, it's happening anyway, so why not talk about it if it's happening already? You know what I'm saying? Because why leave someone to drown while you can pull them out of the river? You understand? So I think the reason maybe why sex before marriage is a sin, I would say that now, this act of sex, it was meant to bind two people to be one. Why I believe God wanted to create a union of two people whereby now we can become one and not two separate people. So that when we know where we are going, there won't be any differences as to I'm doing this way, you are going this way. So it is through this act of sexual intercourse that God binds us to be together. But it becomes a problem when we engage in that before marriage.
Now hold on. That's when the soul ties issue comes in. As you were explaining it, now that's how soul ties are formed. But then, to someone who's watching and does not even understand, what is a soul tie?
I think soul tie is when two souls are joined together and are related to become one. But in that oneness doesn't just happen with, sexual sin is the base,
Yeah.
But there's other factors that come with how you gain.
Interact, how you interact with people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, when we speak of soul ties, it's not something that happens only in one level or one realm. It happens in all realms that are involved in who we are as human and spiritual beings. Now, when we speak of a soul tie, we speak whereby people are bonded or knitted together in the realm of the soul, in the realm of emotions. You understand? Whereby you find now someone is so emotionally connected to someone that they end up being emotionally dependent on that person.
Find someone saying, I cannot be with this
Without
this person.
Thank you. Why? Because right there, a soul tie has been created. You might not know what it is, but that is a soul.
And we put definitions to it. We say it's love. We say it's soulmate.
Yeah.
A lot of people, I feel like a lot of people mix soul tie and soulmate, which is two different things. But now there's godly and ungodly soul ties. How do you define that?
Let's start with the ungodly one. Is when what most young people, everyone in the world, has a challenge with is when you first become intimate with someone before you're even married to that person. And you don't know their background, you don't know what they're about, you don't know the things they even believe in. You don't even know when you're not around.
Even the curses that they carry.
The foundation that was laid before that person was born, you don't know anything. But the minute you come together with this person, you become a part of whatever they carry.
Yeah. And again, I would say, the ungodly part of soul ties is that sometimes you would enter into a covenant or an agreement with someone. Now, that someone, when they enter into the covenant, or when they bond with you, or when they join souls with you, it is for them to take advantage of you. That's an ungodly soul tie. In other words, someone comes into a bond, or someone comes into an intimate relationship with you just to benefit from you. Let me take it to this level. You see, soul ties are not only in religion, but also in our culture, they also apply. You'd find people in culture that would say a certain or a rich family, they would only want to marry among themselves. Why? So that one does not take advantage in coming into a soul tie with you, so that they can benefit from the royalty
from your bloodline.
Your bloodline. You understand?
But also you coming in as not royalty, you might contaminate their
bloodline.
Wow.
You see, then it becomes an evil.
Now, I feel Guti, they both affect single people and married people.
Yes.
But then someone might say, oh, I'm married, how does it affect me? Because I'm with this one person, I made this decision to be with this one person. How can a soul tie affect me?
I think on that one, there's where in the Bible it says that do not be unequally yoked with unbelievers. You understand? I think plainly as you read it, it may seem like it has nothing to do with that. But if you look at it, let's check maybe the word yoked. You see, if you check people who are doing agriculture, they would use cows for doing their stuff when they plant their crops and everything. They would use cows. Now they would put this thing on a cow on its neck. That thing is a yoke. In other words, that thing binds the cow so that it can do whatever the person who's controlling it wants it to do. So when you are yoked with someone, in other words, now you are bound with someone. Now here you are, you have a partner. Then when you have this partner, you guys are intimate, or you guys are involved sexually. Now when you sleep with that person, you yoke yourself with that person. You understand? You yoke that person, you yoke yourself to that person. And that bond becomes so strong to a point where now, like a yoke is used to control, or even take it to this level, to dictate where they want this cow to go, how far they want this cow to go. You understand? Or how much progress you want this cow to achieve. So when you are yoked with that person, now that bond can affect you in that space, whereby it can either hinder you when you go into a new marriage, or when you enter into now a relationship whereby you get married to this person. You are saying that you are saying, no, but I'm married to this one person, I don't have an issue with sometimes. But now, just because of where you came from, the partner that you were yoked with that person, now you are limited to reach certain levels of fulfillment in your marriage.
Does this now mean that you are in marriage with more than one people?
Yeah.
One person?
Absolutely. And I think, the thing about this whole thing is, let me say, I'm a virgin, and then I meet a guy who is not. This guy has slept with rather 10 girls. Then I come, I say, he's my first, but actually, no, one of the 10. And if those other 10 partners, each of them have their own partners, we are all dating. So, plus minus could be my first. I have first of 100 people amongst that one person, And like he said, the part where you come together with the person, it affects you even your purpose.
Yeah.
Because too often we are wondering, why is that every time you go for there's something pulling you back? Because of the minute you come together with one person, at some point, that one step takes you 5 steps back, and the purpose or whatever that they carry, you are already a part of that.
No wonder we experience a high rate of divorces.
Yeah.
Why? Because of this thing of soul ties. Someone has been bonding or been bound to so many people that when they come into the marriage, they bring all those people.
Now that's how confusion comes into marriages. Fights. You fight with your husband, you don't even know why.
And you say, I love this person.
But when I get home,
there's just something.
Because you see, in a soul tie, there's also a transference. There's also a transferring. Now, one can transfer anger through soul ties. One can transfer frustration through soul ties. You find Lebza is this good person, this, but because of the relationship that they are coming from, anger was transferred, frustration was transferred.
But I don't even understand why I'm angry these days. I don't even understand why I can't pray these days. I can't. Is that how you define soul ties?
Yeah, because at one point you are, today I am with Taro, tomorrow I'm with Idumede, the following week I am with John, and every person that I've been with is carrying a piece of me. That is what you have done to this person. You are carrying who they are. He's carrying who you are. Then how do you?
Is this where now deliverance comes in?
Yes, because again, if you're saying you want to move on, but you have a certain past experience, which means now as you will be entering into this new relationship that will lead to marriage, you have some baggage that you're carrying into this thing. And you can't expect to take that with you into this new relationship.
Because that will just lead to divorce.
Exactly, you understand. So meaning that now one needs to prepare for going into this marriage. So how do you do that? I think firstly maybe one needs to start to identify these areas that your soul has been tied or bound to this past people. You need to identify them, because I believe when one is preparing to go into marriage, purity is the remedy to a healthy sexual and intimate marriage. You see, the one thing that brings marriages to a point of failure is lack of purity. You understand? So that's why now one needs to address the issue of soul ties before they move on.
And repentance as well, because you need to know if you want to say I'm cutting all ties with all these other people, you need to first lay it down and be real with God, and tell him that I am struggling. I was struggling and I'm about to struggle. And see you, or there will be moments you will fall short. You know, there will be moments you'll be tempted, but now you need to remember why. You need to remember the importance. And I think we need to first come to an understanding that when we do things, we shouldn't do them because in that moment, we spoke about it, it touched me. But let there be a significance of why. Let that why be bigger than anything else. So that even when you find yourself in a moment of temptation, the why will still always come. You know, will constantly remind you, but no, this is the reason why you did it.
And you did it for yourself.
For yourself. That is the first thing. And the second thing will be because of you want to honor God. You know, because of we can't be having covenants with so many people and still come back and say Jesus will do it.
And honor God with your body.
With your body.
One by one.
Yes, you start to name them. Or so and so.
I break free from
I
you.
break free from you. Everything that you've deposited in you, it will no longer be effective.
And I take myself back.
And I take myself back from you. You understand? So you need to start there.
But now, because this thing is a soul tie, it means you and these boyfriend are connected. Now, someone said that when you break free from this thing, when you get delivered, that particular person can feel it wherever they are. Obviously, they'll try to reconnect with you. Now they'll try to say, hi, it's been a long time. How are you doing? When are you thinking, oh my God, he's missing me? But he felt it because you are getting delivered from it. Now, how do you...
On point, you see, that mostly occurs in this fashion. When one has just got married, then this is what will happen. All your past exes, all along, before you, all those past exes will now begin
When do you think that? Because,
you understand? I know sometimes it makes joke guys, married guys and stuff, but why ever since the moment I got married, all those exes now get to remember. You know, they are searching for me on Facebook. They are why? Because of now.
All of a sudden, you're this interesting
When you
person.
entered into that marriage and then you went through the process of renouncing those relationships, those soul ties, like you are saying, they felt it.
Because
remember, we spoke about the issue of emotional dependence. You may find that in the soul tie I had maybe with Lemsa was emotionally dependent on me. So when I break it, it records. She feels it. Why do I feel like
Why not suddenly I miss?
Yes. So there's power in you renouncing those past soul ties or those past relationships for you to open those doors so you can move forward.
Now, how do you stay free? Do you stay free by self-control? Do you go through counseling? Because I believe it is a very hard process.
It's a lot. I mean, let's start with it's gonna be constant work. It's not me saying, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna wake up, God will have delivered me. Doesn't mean that everyone else you're not gonna be able to see, or now there's not gonna be people that will try to pursue you, or there will be moments you will fall short. You know, there will be moments you'll be tempted, but now you need to remember why. You need to remember the importance. And I think we need to first come to an understanding that when we do things, we shouldn't do them because in that moment, we spoke about it, it touched me. But let there be a significance of why. Let that why be bigger than anything else. So that even when you find
the soul starts a journey of being born again, the body will be saved. Right? So now, the same with soul ties, like she was saying, it's not something that's going to happen overnight, that you are free from those soul ties. It's an ongoing thing. You see, the soul is something that needs to be constantly and continuously refreshed. You understand? So even with soul ties, it's something that it needs to be continuous. There needs to be continuous refreshment. Let me put it in this way. If you empty something, if you empty maybe let's say water out of a container, definitely you need to put something back inside the container to fill.
So
the
you can
container.
leave it empty.
So if you break yourself from those sodas and everything, there's something that needs to be deposited because something was hidden out.
True.
You understand? So now this is where in Christianity we speak of meditation on God's word.
Yeah.
You understand why? Because of I believe God's word was created to guide humankind, to lead humankind to that place where God wants us to be. You understand? So when you meditate on His word, this is why now His word begins to fill those gaps. His
That
word begins to
void.
fill that void.
Yeah, true. And I think that is the core of it all. You know, with God, if He's at the center of it all, a lot of things begin to change, which is also all the negative things that people used to say about you, or all these things that people constantly say that, oh no, you are this, you are that. When God fills that space with water and anything else, if it tries to come back, it always sits on the surface. Because of nothing can ever go through, it only sits there, and all these negative things, they'll only just come and go. They bounce back, you know, because of there's this one thing that's overpowering or that's covering who you are. And if you continue to read the word, you continue to, you know, I think there's this one podcast that I listened to, and what they said that is that in order for you to build your faith is you need to speak the word of God. But you don't just speak it today and tomorrow you have faith.
Yeah.
But you need to speak it.
Continuously stuff. But let's conclude. We're running out of time. Thank you so much. Yeah, but in conclusion, Alan.
In conclusion, I think I always love a happy ending.
Yeah.
So the Bible says that now whosoever is in Christ is a new creature, and the old is gone and the new has come. So which means to say now, as if you can go through those processes we were talking about, your deliverance, your renouncing and speaking in faith, through Christ, you will become a new person, you will become a new creation.
Wow. Anything
Oh
else?
my goodness. I think there's no better advice than saying God is the source of it all.
The answer.
We can speak it all, we can read about it, you can listen to as many people, but if you're not going to go to God, then will all be in vain. You know? So the person to deliver you is God.
Well, thank you guys for joining us. I hope this has helped you a lot. I hope you are doing introspection. I hope you're getting delivered. I hope you're taking further steps into making yourself a better person. But thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, guys. Comment down below. Are you dealing with soul